All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today for our brand new book by David Travis and Philip Hodgkin. I hope I didn't mess that up right off the bat. The book is Think Like a UX Researcher: How to Observe Users, Influence Design, and Shape Business Strategy. Right. Looks like we've got some good chapters ahead for us here, starting off with the 7 deadly sins of UX research. Here we go. Do you think we should do the introduction or just skip to straight to chapter 1? What do you guys like to do? Do you like to read the whole introduction part? Should we do that? Or do you want to go straight to chapter 1?
I do.
Skip.
I usually read it, but I defer.
Oh, I'm hearing skips. Well, I will slowly page through it so that in this recording, you can see the intro. The 7 deadly sins of UX research. Most companies would claim to design products and services that are simple to use, but when you ask customers to actually use these products and services, they often find them far from simple. Why is there a disconnect between what organizations think of as simple and what users actually experience? It's fashionable to blame poor usability on firms not doing enough user research. On the face of it, this seems like the obvious cause of poor usability. If firms only did the research, they would realize their product was a dud. But like most obvious reasons, it's wrong. In reality, there's never been a better time to be a purveyor of UX research tools. Every organization seems to want to take the temperature of their customers. Take a quick look in your email junk folder at the number of times you've been asked to complete a survey over the last month. If it's like ours, it will number in the double digits. The problem isn't with the quantity of UX researcher, it's with the quality. Organizations struggle to distinguish good UX research from bad UX research. Here are 7 examples of poor UX research practice that we've come across in our work with clients. Would you like to share something, Darren? See, you don't even have to speak up. I know your laugh. What would you like to share the thought with the class, Darren?
Real quick.
I heard him laughing. I was like, that's definitely Darren laughing.
Oh, and
this is Tyler. Being recorded, Darren, so just bear that in mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And welcome, Tyler, by the way. I didn't get to welcome you. It screams of the problems that arise because of a poor UX maturity level. People just do not realize the detrimental impact when the companies, they want to get into UX, but they don't take the time to get educated. They don't get the time to put the right people in place. And then you have this domino effect that it impacts everything from research to hiring practices to how UX is valued to establishing programs. Because truth be told, a lot of the people talk about the lack of mentoring or the lack of development of juniors, but that's also happening because of the poor UX maturity levels, because if they would hire the right people, there would be people on staff to help build the juniors, to give them a better place for them to come in. It would make it easier for them to hire juniors. Instead, the seniors like me get accused of being gatekeepers and we're trying to help these people, and then we end up being made the bad guys. But it all goes back to the companies. They got the UX maturity levels some kind of way. I don't know how it's going to get done, but the UX maturity levels have to be healed.
We need more book clubs, Darren. All right.
So to add something that Darren's bringing up.
This is Chauncey, by the way.
Hey, Chauncey.
Hi. I've been familiar with the maturity model, I don't know, sometime since probably late 90s. I was on a panel about that, but I get the feeling it's generally a lot of UX people don't know about maturity models and
they don't
maturity concepts. So it's not, I think, it's more than just the companies. It's sort of us as well.
Yes, so, it is. I agree. Yep.
Anyway,
All right, great. As you can see, our book club caters to all levels of experience in UX design for all that are willing to come and learn together. Thank you for your input. So, these 7 deadly sins are credulity, dogmatism, bias, obscurity. Oh, why do they throw in words like this?
Obscurantism.
spiritism.
I love when there's like all the Latin words in the medical related paragraphs on things. Laziness, vagueness, and hubris. All right. So now we're going to talk about what those terms mean. Credulity. The dictionary defines credulity as a state of willingness to believe something without proper proof. The form this takes in UX researcher and UX research is asking users what they want and believing the answer. A couple of months ago, David was attending a usability study on behalf of a client. He was there because the client thought that the usability tests they were running were not delivering much predictive value. The client was concerned they weren't recruiting the right kind of people, or maybe the analysis wasn't right. Now, I realized something here. When these books open up, there's like super narrow. I think, okay, width. Can I, oh, so much better. As David sat in the observation room, he watched the administrator show 3 alternative designs of a user interface to the participant and ask, which of these 3 do you prefer and why? Asking people what they want is very tempting. It has the obvious face validity. It seems to make sense, but it's also wrong. All right. So folks, I'm going to stop recording now. I think this is enough to give people a taste of what our book club is about. I'm going to stop the recording.